fightingyo.com. Martial arts media.
Why Garcia, he's sort of like crossing over in a different way because if you think of YouTubers, for example, YouTubers they get famous and then they cross over into boxing. And Ryan Garcia, it wasn't
the other way around
into fame, and he sees that that's a bigger window of opportunity, right? Like you got an infinite amount of things that you can be famous for. In boxing, you get famous for being a good boxer, I guess. But people are starting.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, people are starting to understand that if you're smart and you're about money, like Floyd Mayweather, I think he's really the one that set that off. You get famous for being a personality, a brand. Did it the right way.
Fight fans, welcome back to Fighting Yo. I'm here with Victor DAROCHA. Good morning, Vic. What's going on?
What's up, baby? Good morning. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. I see that you signed up to a new promotion since last time I've seen you. You know, it's been a while. You were on the first episode of our podcast, so welcome back. You're always invited.
What's up?
Tell me a little bit about what you've been up to since we've last saw you.
Bro, thank you. It's good to be back. Congratulations on everything that you're doing, growing your brand, growing your channel, growing your audience. You know, it's
Thank
from
you.
here to the moon and to the stars, man.
Yes, sir.
Great
To the
to see
moon.
you doing big things. I have been up to doing exactly the same, building my brand, growing my audience, and training. You know, always training, upping my skills. Mainly though, I've been growing Rocha Boxing, the Rocha Boxing channel on IG, online, um, as a boxing as a boxing school, but then also as my personal brand.
Has being a teacher lately, improved your own skills? Has that changed the way you look at boxing?
It's always been a part of what I do ever since the very beginning because I got started training at a gym. I went to a gym. I used to do MMA, and there was a boxing gym called Normandy Gym. Shout out Normandy Gym.
Yo,
And I went in there looking for a job. I said, I know how to work out. I know MMA. I know how to box. I thought I knew how to box.
yeah, of
So,
course, we
so
know
I
that.
came in there and realized I didn't know how to box,
Mhm.
but already a teacher. So I learning on the job and teaching from day one.
Nice, nice. And so, tell me a little bit about how you came across Team Combat League.
So Team Combat League came about as a result of my friendship with Henry Rivalta. Shout out Henry, how you doing, brother?
Oh, so.
Yeah, from Rivalta Boxing, Rivalta Promotions.
Hmm.
And we
What
did an
did you
event.
first think when you saw those first videos? Because that's last year and the year before they kind of blew up on the internet. I saw a lot of different videos. It looks like a whole different game over there.
TCL or Rivalta?
No, TCL.
So yeah, this is the second year. It's their second year, right? It's 2024 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And their first year was 2023. And they've made a lot of adjustments. They've made a lot of adjustments, and they're props to them. They're coming back around for the second season with better promotion, better reach, better athletes, better as an organization.
It's kind of like a tag team type of thing going on over there, huh?
Yeah, basically we have a team, and it's a bracket style tournament. So you fight
Oh,
the different teams, and then you got similar to the NBA. You got the best from the West, the best from the East. They win their districts, and then they come and you get the finalists.
wow, that's crazy. I've never really seen a promotion like that. Um, does the training change for you now that, like, it's kind of like a different game. You don't have to use your whole stamina, all your stamina. You have the chance to tag somebody in, right?
Man, the training changes in the way it's sort of like, try to imagine you have a computer and the computer can do many things and you program the computer to operate a certain way. So in a regular fight, you program your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, every part of you to operate to encounter a 12 round challenge or 10 round or 6 round or however many rounds it is, right? So you program your training that way, and they say like you fight how you train. It's the realist quote in boxing. You fight in fights, period. You fight how you train. You
Mhm.
fight how you train. Your body gets programmed. You program your body, and then on the day of the fight, your body goes into autopilot. And it almost tells you, like, if you have an idea that you haven't trained right there on the spot, like, ooh, I'm gonna do this. Your body will be like, yeah, bro, we'll
Yeah.
talk about that after. Right now we're gonna do what you programmed me to do, and yeah, we'll talk after. And so you mentally might be wanting to do something, but if you didn't train it, it won't come out. It's really crazy. And the
Yeah.
opposite is also true. What you train is what's gonna come out. Even if you don't want it to come out, that's what's gonna come out.
Hmm.
So to answer your question, long story short, it's 1 round per guy. So you dial in for 1 round.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what do you
And then
call it?
you move
Since
around.
it's 1 round,
Say that.
approaching the fight's gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah, you approach it. It's very, man. It's been a trip. It's reminiscent to how I started, and I even wrote on my, I write shit down, bro.
Hmm.
I think about, I have reflections, and I write them things down. I had a coach named Cesar from MMA Masters where I
Oh, I know where they're at. Yeah.
and he would tell us, he was like, go into the fight and finish the fight. Don't leave it to the judges. Because you leave it to the judges, anything can happen. And that's the fucking truth. So he would
Yeah.
tell us, go and finish the fight. Put that in your head and stop fucking around. you know? So somewhere along the way in boxing, especially knowing that you have all these rounds and you start to think about like pacing yourself and a strategy, and you factor in that judges are there, you almost I'm gonna speak for myself. I almost kind of like walk away from that mindset of finishing the fight. You dial it in, like I was talking about it earlier. Like you set your program for 12 rounds. Should be setting your program to finish the fight, bro. What are we talking about?
Okay, I
And
see.
I've lost. It is this TCO has been a good thing that's happened to me in that regard, where it's bringing back that finisher's mentality. You got 1 round, boom, dial it in for that 1 round. You gotta finish this guy in 3 minutes. What you gonna do?
Hmm. And so, do you know exactly who you're gonna fight, or is this kind of like a random thing when you get there?
No, we got the
You
weight
got the
class.
opponent.
So you fight within your weight class, and each
Hmm.
team around the U.S. has their fighters for the specific weight classes, their respective weight classes. So we'll keep an eye out for each other naturally. Like this guy fights like that. This guy has this weakness. You
Well,
know
so you
more.
have a general idea about who you're fighting.
Yeah, you have a rough idea.
Okay, so, what do you call it? Do you think that since the rules are like that, just 1 round, one and done, you think that these guys, somebody might take it easier, or or do you think it sounds harder?
I think it's a different challenge. Easy and hard. It's very much like a perspective thing. For
Mm, You,
some,
you you know what I mean, though, right? Because like some guys will like kind of um take the training. They won't take the training seriously since it's going to be 1 round. But I know you're not thinking like that.
shit, damn, tripping if they do that because you fight like
The truth.
yeah.
You're going all in.
Going back to what I was just literally just saying. You train to finish the fight. You're supposed to have that mentality.
Yeah.
Naturally, when that thought crosses my mind, I'm like, get to work, dog. Let's get in the best shape of our life. Let's get the quickest and the sharpest that we can possibly be, the strongest and the fastest that we can possibly be. Get all of our attacks and our setups dialed in, so I don't gotta think about it. Like we just talked about. You program the mind, you program the software.
Yeah.
So
And somewhere in that programming,
as far as I'm concerned, the smart way to look at it and think about it is you have to do in one round what usually you have time to do in 6. So the pressure is way more.
mhm, somewhere in that programming, you last night we were talking. You're getting your creative stick back. Tell me a
Yeah,
little bit more about that. You're like 10 years in, but you're still learning new things, teaching yourself new things, and discovering new things. Can you tell me a little bit about how that's how that plays out in your head?
yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, we were chatting last night and we had a moment like what do you call it? Things like sort of like an epiphany, but not really. Just reflections.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because now 9 years, 10 years in, I fought all kinds of guys. I fought tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 guys, and the tier 1 guys, like the guys that are really really good. Some guys that I've taken some losses to. I only got stopped by one guy, Terrence Crawford's main man, Steve Nelson. They call him
Mm-hmm.
So Cold.
That team is tough. Tough
Yeah,
team.
they got hitters in that team. It was a great experience
Mm-hmm.
fighting him. And them, because you fight them, it's the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Even Terrence Crawford, when he was there, I'm like trying to say what's up. He was, because that's his boy that I was about to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I understood it. I didn't even know they were. I hadn't put it together until I
Really?
was there, and I'm like, damn, why is
Oh man, that
Terrence Crawford acting funny?
gotta
I put it together. Like, oh, they're together. Oh, all right. Then let's go then. You know what I mean?
that kind of gets you off guard, but that can be a big motivator also when you see that you're up against like some real guys, huh?
Exactly. And so going back to the point, you go against these guys that they're so fast, they're so strong, they got so much endurance, and they seemingly are doing things that it's superhuman. And initially I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, it's a matter of training, right? I either gotta train better, train faster, train different, something to do with training. But I realize it's not really a matter of training. I think it's a matter of alignment. Your mind, your soul, your spirit, and even in the way that you visualize. You visualize, like you see Conor McGregor when he defeated Jose Aldo. He talked about it tons of times, how he visualized exactly what he was gonna do, and then when he got there, he did exactly what he said. And even backstage, you saw him repeat it. It was all pre-rehearsed. So I think that's the element that I maybe neglected at first, at start. Like, oh, I just thought it was just a matter of training, but also the visualizing, also the faith, like applying faith,
Okay, I see.
visualizing what you're gonna do, having a plan and a clear vision of what you want to become, where you want to be, what level you're gonna be operating at. Like I tell myself my goal is to be the most recognized champ of Miami Beach. That's what I say.
Okay, I see.
The most recognized champ of Miami.
All right, let's go.
I love that because that's my city. That's where I'm from. I want to represent,
Mm-hmm.
and it's enough. It's big enough that it puts pressure, but still small enough that it gives me room for creativity, room for something great to happen, room for it to like transform even to something else. You know what I mean?
Nice, man. So you're going into flow this time.
Yeah, man, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, bro. I got
Fun.
it. I got it planned out. I got it. It's more than a plan. It's. I got my setups
Mm-hmm. You put in the
properly.
work, just like you got the computer ready. You
Yeah.
got the computer programmed.
Thank you.
I see. And so, since you're such a you love Miami so much, does it give you pride to be on a team called the Miami Assassins?
Yeah, that's super dope, man. That's
Yeah,
really,
what's up
really
with that?
dude. I growing up did a lot of sports. I wanted to be a soccer player at one point. Um, you play for school, you play for high school, for college, and then boxing is a very individual sport. So that was one thing that I didn't I felt actually I missed that team vibe that you would get, for example, in the soccer teams, because you would train, you would train to sort of like show off in the trainings.
Yeah.
I would train to be a better player, to be a better teammate, because
Okay.
I was just because we talk shit to each other, so you hype each
Uh-huh.
other up. So it's like,
Keep each
oh,
other motivated.
watch this skill right here, like what you got, you can't even match that. So you have that thing with your bros, and you make each other better.
Mhm.
So even now in my training the other day, I went for a light run. I went for a light run and a stretch and just like some shadow boxing, just like a very easy light workout. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this training right here is for me to be a better teammate. I'm just gonna do this right here to get loose, to stay sharp, to stay fluid, and just recover and not be all worn out and shit. So I put myself
In that mindset.
in that mindset. Yeah, yeah. It was a good one.
Yeah, this is I've never seen something like this, like where you have a whole team together, except in like maybe like amateurs. But it's very interesting. I like what Team Combat League is doing, and they got a lot of different coaches and fighters I've seen in there that come in. They even got Greg Hardy.
Yeah, man. A lot
Yeah.
of the amateur guys come that you've seen in the circuits are participating in this tournament. It's really cool. It feels like a pro vibe, like a professional NBA, NHL. You got
Guys is the
TCL.
NBA of boxing.
Yeah, TCL, baby.
Yeah, let's go. So, what's the name of? Do you know the name of the team of they're fighting? Who are these guys?
Yeah, Las Vegas Hustle.
Whoa, you guys are fighting Las Vegas guys here in Miami?
Yo, they better get ready for this humidity. We're gonna hit them with all fucking percentages.
Oh, nice. And so, a little bit about your team members. You got a couple guys in there that I've seen. Jordan. I've seen Rene Rodriguez joined the team.
Yeah.
What's the guy Santana?
The other Victor,
Oh, the other Victor.
Cuban Victor. Yeah, some of these guys, I recently met them. Some of them I was with in the Revolta card last year, Victor included.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to meet them working closely with Ortiz, King Kong,
Oh, wow.
and our Coach Herman. Top level guys, man. Top level guys. Love to be around them. Love to just soak in all that knowledge, that expertise, that
Mm-hmm.
seasoning. You know what I mean? Let it rub off on you.
Yeah, you see how they work and stuff, and then you can sorry, somebody called me. You see how they work and stuff, and then you can, just kind of uh, you know, become a better businessman. Because, this is also a business.
Yes, sir.
So, I can see that I know I see you trying your best, you're putting yourself in the right places. So, you know, I want to say good luck on your fight. And, can you tell everybody where and when it's going to be?
Yes, absolutely. So April 5th, Coral Gables at the Infinity Showroom.
Nice, nice. All right, man, and
Miami,
that's probably gonna be all. That sounds like a nice place already. The Infinity Showroom.
oh man, right
So
there next to the Merrick Park Mall in Coral Gables is top level.
mm,
Top level. Great
nice.
area.
All right, moving on to things in boxing right now. We got a big fight coming up. We got Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, and that fight's been like Ryan Garcia's been training like every day for something different. You know, it's crazy. He's been saying a lot of things online and stuff. And not getting in too much into the craziness of what he's been saying. Let's kind of stick into the boxing portion of it. Do you think that his mind is completely in the game right now?
Yeah, good question, right? Who knows, man? Who knows? Straight up, it could be. It could be just him playing mind games.
Hmm. That's
And
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, is this guy messing with me or?
yeah, if he is, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, I know, because now like, he switches up like completely back into boxing.
It's so funny, man. He's doing it right. Whatever he's doing it right. Like, but we don't know if it's on purpose or if he's actually losing his marbles.
Well, he has the world fooled right now if he does. Let's look a little bit of his training. He's here with his coach, and let's just kind of react to this video.
Yeah, put that up.
Wait. Jeez.
Nice. Looks like him and Derek are flowing nicely together.
Hmm. Do you see some improvements?
He's hitting pads with his coach, so it's hard to see. It's hard to sort of like make a judgment on any improvements. But I will say, I will note what I just said. Like he looks like him and Derek are meshing well right there.
Mhm.
Look like a good workout.
Yeah, sometimes that can change the whole fight.
Yeah, energy is everything, man. Energy is everything. Energy is everything. You gotta have that person in your corner that believes in you, and then you have to. Y'all gotta be working together. Two people's energy becoming one and becoming stronger. If you have one energy that is sort of fighting off a different energy, like y'all not getting along,
Hmm.
then you have less than one because y'all fighting. You feel me?
Yeah.
What?
Do you think that Ryan Garcia right now is being underrated?
Like as a boxer or
Yeah.
underrated? Nah, man, he's he's got a good ass record. I saw the other day somebody pulled up like somebody pulled up Devin Haney's record and Ryan's record, and nah, man, you can't talk shit about him. He's not underrated at all, and neither is what's his name?
Devin?
No, Jake Paul. Jake Paul's
Jake
not.
Paul? Jake
He's
Paul is a whole different story.
yeah,
We'll get to him right now, but what do you call it? Ryan, yeah, people get the wrong idea about Ryan. The fight with Tank had so many stipulations, and he wasn't completely himself, dehydrated and all that stuff. But I saw a really good Ryan Garcia in that fight right up until like he got hit, and I don't know, maybe it rocked him because you know, when you're so dehydrated, it's you know, it's a different story. So,
Yeah, there was a
but you
whole
saw
thing.
the skill. He was taking it to tank.
There was a whole thing about him being way skinny, way dehydrated, and then like a rib injury that supposedly got leaked out there, and Gervonta knew what to look for. Props to both guys. Props to both guys. Props for Gervonta for being the fighter that he is, and then also
Mhm.
like, hey, knowing about a weakness and a deficiency, and pulling right up to it. Like
Yeah,
that's a good fighter. And props to Ryan for putting himself out there, for looking for a big fight,
took that risk.
giving us entertainment. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And taking on a big ass challenge, because man, losing all that weight, and especially with a rib injury, that's you gotta want it. You gotta want it to give the people. That's what that was about. He
Yeah,
wanted to give people a show. So respect.
nice. And yeah, that fight's coming up. Super excited for that fight. On to Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Any thoughts on that? Do you think that that fight should have even been made?
Dog, I don't know at what age they stopped letting people fight. Um, Mike
Is it?
Tyson
I don't know
probably
if it's a pro fight.
into
It
that
might be
rule.
an exhibition.
Yeah, it probably is, but exhibition matches are still they're still
Fights.
fights.
Yep.
Um, people, I hear a lot of people that talk about, oh, it's rigged and it's not real. It's an exhibition match. But as a fighter, you know what to look for to see if something is rigged or not. You know, and
Yeah.
these guys are throwing real punches. What you've been seeing have been from Jake Paul have been real knockouts. Motherfuckers are not. Let's say like if this shit is agreed upon, like okay, I'm agreed that you're gonna beat me and whatever,
Mhm.
right? I guarantee you, nobody's agreeing to get knocked the fuck out. Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
go ahead and put me out. You know, I'm gonna just stand there and you're gonna just woo. You know,
Yeah. There's no way. I know.
like
I know what you mean. There's no way.
no, not at all. That's a real thing that's happening.
Nice. Nice. All right, big. Well, I think that's it for the questions for today, man. You know, I guess we'll see you April 5th, my friend. And good luck on your fights and good luck to the Miami Assassins, bro.
Yes,
You got any
sir.
final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Hey, everybody, stay blessed. Um, do it for you. Do it for you. If you're gonna train, if you're gonna be the best fighter that you can be, do it for you. Don't forget about you. Yeah, you know, there's people that are cheering for you. There are goals that you know that need to be met and everything else. But don't forget about one of the most important people here in this whole thing, which is you. Do it for you to be a better person, to feel better about yourself, higher self-esteem. Just be a badass. Do it for you, baby. Have fun while you do it.
Victor DeRocha, ladies and gentlemen. Vic, I'll see you soon.
All right, guys, take it easy. Fighting Yo, let's go.